Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today I got another Uchu Sentai Kyuranger review for you. This is exciting. This is really cool. And for this review, I decided to sort of combine two items in one because you can actually get a set of these two items together. So I have the Ryu Voyager right here, Ryu Commander's Voyager right there. And then I also have the Koguma Voyager and Ooguma Voyager, which together I believe is the Kuma Voyager. I'm still learning all the names, still getting used to it, but together these two, plus the Sasori Voyager, which I've already done a review of, combine to form the Riu Teio. So that is a new mecha that we get to form, and it looks really cool, and I'm excited to show you. So, I want to do these two together because they all combine, and I figured it would just be easier to kind of have it all together. So, before we get to the actual mecha, let's take a look at the packaging here. So, let's start with the smaller little box right here. And this is for the Koguma Voyager and Ooguma Voyager, which together I believe is the Kuma Voyager. It comes with number 11 right there for the Kyu Tama, and so as you can see, here it is, and it's shown being used with Kyuren-Oh, but also on Riu Teio right there. So you can use them in different combinations. There he is, right there, along with gosh, what is this Kyuranger's name? Is this the Koguma? I don't even know. I'm I've lost track of all these guys. Koguma Sky Blue or something? I don't even know. I'm looking on the Wikipedia page trying to figure it out. But there he is right there. I am behind on Kyuranger. I have to catch up. But here it is on the side of the packaging, as you can see. The two different Voyagers, Koguma Voyager and Ooguma Voyager. You have those two right there. And then on the other side, you see the Kyu Tama as well. Then the back of the packaging shows you all the different pieces again, as you can see. So lots to collect. Then we have the other big box right here. So this item, as you can see, is the Ryu Voyager. So it is large. There's a lot to it. So here's an image of the entire thing right there. Pretty big. The side of the box shows another image of it right there. The other side shows you the Henshin device for Ryu Commander, which I've done a review of, so go check that out. And then the back of the box shows you, again, lots of other things that you can do with this. So they have the combination of Riu Teio. You can use it with a bunch of the other Voyagers if you have those as well. And you can combine Kyuren-Oh and Riu Teio to get RyuTei KyurenOh. So you can get a whole bunch of different things all combined. Definitely pretty cool. So let's move that out the way. And let's bring in the actual Voyagers. This one's going to be really hard to get in camera because it's huge, but I have these two right here. So the very first thing that I want to do is I want to take a look at the Kyu Tama that they come with. So I'm going to take these off. So this one comes off the back here, this one comes off the bottom right here. So we have these two Kyu Tama. So let's start with the Ryu Kyu Tama right here. So this one is number 10. And if you actually saw my review of the RyuTeiOh, however you pronounce that, the Henshin device for Ryu Commander, I also got one of these there, but it is different, and I will show you that difference. On the surface, it looks similar. Obviously, you can see, and then you can flip it in half. There's the other half. Flip it back. Right, so that part looks the same. But there are some differences. First of all, what you'll notice is, so on this one on the left right here is what comes with the Henshin device. This one comes with the Ryu Voyager that I'm showing you now. So as you can see, they look quite similar, but the bottom is different. So the one that comes with Ryu Voyager is purple on the bottom. And so the purple one, as this is purple as well, very fitting, is also different because this is the one that actually has the Ranger in the cockpit right here that you can see. So let me pull that up for you, bring my flashlight in here, and you'll see there he is right there sitting in the cockpit, as you can kind of see. So that's compared to this one, which had just an image of the dragon right there. So definitely a difference between those two. Real quick, while I have my light, this is the other Kyu Tama right here, as you can see. So there's the other Kyuranger sitting right there. Okay, so that's the difference between these two. So otherwise, you know, visually from most angles it's the same, but obviously in the bottom you can tell the difference. So we're going to keep this one around. So let's go back to this one. So we have number 11 right here, as you can see. And you have like the giant bear image right there, so that definitely looks pretty cool. Although this one's just gray on the bottom. And when you flip it in half, you got like a distorted face of a bear. In the back, you really can't even tell what it is, but flip it and boom, there you go. So pretty neat, pretty neat. And now we also have the sounds that these can make in the Seiza Blaster. So let's grab that real quick. Start with the Ryu. Okay. Okay. So there you have that one. All right, next one up. The Koguma Kyu Tama. I like the blue color that they use as well. So it's the Koguma Kyu Tama, but they have the Kuma Voyager because it's the combination of the two. So there you have it right there. Those are all the sounds that it plays in the Seiza Blaster. So now let's focus on these actual two items right here as far as what you get. So the first up, I want to take a look at the Kuma Voyager right here, the combination of the Koguma and Ooguma Voyagers. I'm probably completely butchering those names, but oh well. All right, so these are the two. So you have the, I believe this one's the Koguma Voyager. So it's kind of like a tiny little baby bear, as you can see. Just kind of a solid, almost like a aqua blue, kind of, although a little darker than that. But more, I guess, a sky blue, sort of. The head does move up, like so. And then you have a little bit of gold and red right there as well. So, pretty basic, but pretty neat. And I mean, he's not really gonna stand up. I mean, he can kind of stand up too much, like on his own, but you can't really wheel him too much on his own. But he does have a little wheel, so you can kind of play around like that. So that's pretty neat. And then you have the Ooguma Voyager, the big one right here, the big bear, as you can see. Pretty cool designs on these, though. I like this. Blue is my favorite color too, and I like the blue that they used, and just kind of how it's like just a giant robotic bear, you know. The mouth does open and close, so you do have that functionality as well. And the wheels, you know, very easy to roll around with, so definitely pretty cool. What's neat about this is you have this little peg in the back right here, and then that right there. So essentially you can just kind of sit them in here and you push back and it sort of just clicks into place a little bit. So you have them riding inside, and that's how you get the combined form of the two. So pretty neat. And the Voyager again just kind of sits right there. So pretty easy to take on and off like so. So as far as actually using this thing, right? So you can transform this to form either an arm or a leg. So I have right here Kyuren-Oh, as you can see. So I'm going to first make him form one of the legs. So to do that, you're basically going to take this out. You're going to fold the head all the way up, okay? You're going to rotate the wheels all the way forward. And these wheels are going to go down like that. Okay, so there you have the leg. Then what you're going to do is, depending on which side leg, you're going to put this on the outside. So if you're going to put it on this leg right here, then he would be on this side. If you're going to put it on this leg, you're going to put him on this side. So let's add a bunch of blue, because blue is pretty cool, right? So let's take out this guy right here and set him down for a second. And what you're going to do then is, on this side there's some pegs right here that will just attach on just like so. Okay, so there you have the leg piece. Kind of neat to have them kind of riding along the side. Definitely a pretty cool little look for this item right here. And then very simply clicks right in, and there you have the combined form right there. Pretty neat. And then of course, you know, you can turn it on and see it light up and stuff. So pretty cool to have, you know, those different color options available for you. So that's neat. Let's disconnect it. Oops. There we go. Put this one back. Okay. I love this whole gimmick that they have for this toy line with the Kyu Tama. Very easy to transform, so many different combinations. It's a lot of fun. I definitely think they did a really nice job with that. Okay, so let's disconnect these two Voyagers. So let's form the arm. So what that's going to be like is, basically you're going to fold the wheels down like so, okay? And then you're going to fold the head down like so as well, just like that. Lastly, you're going to attach this back inside, and the head is actually going to lift straight up, just like that. Okay? So you're left with this. That's basically whatever this thing is. I guess you can say this is supposed to be a fist of sorts. I don't know. But this is essentially what it is. So if we disconnect this guy right here, you attach it on just like that. And that's supposed to be what it is. It looks pretty awkward as an arm. I'm not as huge of a fan. I feel like on the leg it looks pretty cool, especially having the little guy kind of ride side by side. But, you know, I like the color, so I like what it can add to the Kyuren-Oh combinations that you can make, and, you know, all the different possibilities. So, not my favorite, like, look for the arm, but I like that, the color that it adds to this whole system. So, anyways, we're going to leave it at that. And we're going to leave him as an arm because he's actually going to be used in this function for Riu Teio. So we're going to leave him as that, and I'm just going to put him to the side, and let's move Kyuren-Oh, okay? And I'm going to bring in the next one, which is the Ryu Voyager right here, this massive guy. Pretty cool looking, definitely. So one thing that I want to mention is at the very bottom here is where the Kyu Tama sits in. So it just kind of clicks right in, just like that. So it's almost like he's holding it, which actually looks really cool. I dig that a lot. I think they did a really good job with that. And yeah, I mean, I really like this thing. I mean, this thing is massive, definitely, but it looks really cool. I like the design. The purple really suits it. You have some nice kind of gold and everything right here. I love this front little piece. It's definitely really neat. And it's very similar to, obviously, the Henshin device on purpose, clearly. But I just like that aesthetic. I think it looks really cool the way they designed it, as you can see. So in terms of the detail, it's going to be a little hard to really get into some of the finer detail because this thing is so big and trying to fit it in front of the camera, but let's try. So Pretty cool right there. You can see kind of the greenish eyes. A little bits of detail all around, although it's like a solid purple. So there's not too much paint on this thing. So, you know, that is unfortunate, but regardless, it's still pretty cool. Just for the sheer size of it, as you can see. So very basic design. In terms of like paint and stuff, there's not too much, but still pretty neat. From the middle right there. I definitely dig it though. And then the other side, I'll just flip it around like this. Pretty cool, pretty cool. In fact, actually, this is probably more of a main side because you kind of can see more pieces right there. So you do have that. All right, let's flip this back over. The other thing that you can do is this mouthpiece does open and close, so you can certainly have them posed like that, have it closed. However you want it, you have a couple different options right there. So pretty cool. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. The design is definitely a lot of fun, you know? So, all right, transformation time. Let's transform this into Riu Teio. So a couple things. We already have this guy right here, right? We're going to need the Sasori Voyager. So if you remember this guy right here, we're going to need this. So you just kind of fold the legs together, move this forward, and that basically is it. Yep, that's it. So that's all you need for this. I'm going to move that to the side. All right, Riu Voyager right here. First thing that you're going to do is you're going to take away the Kyu Tama. Okay, so we're going to move that to the side. And then you're going to remove this little helmet piece right here. So this actually does come off. So this is one piece right there. And he's got a very like sinister looking face underneath right there. Very interesting. The mouth does not move, unfortunately, but definitely pretty interesting looking. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to rotate some of these pieces here. So I'm going to flip this over just like this. Okay, so you're going to hold it just like this, so you have the pieces that have the paint in the middle kind of facing you, okay? And then you're going to rotate this down like that, this side right here, and then this side you're going to rotate down like that, so they're kind of sideways, all right? Then you're going to take the tail, fold it inwards. You're going to go take the head, fold it inwards, just like that, okay? Then you're going to split it. Really trying to fit this in front of the camera. It's really difficult. But you just kind of break that apart and then fold it all the way down and it clicks right into place, just like that. So if you did this properly, you should have that paint right there up top and then the front of the feet right in the front right here. Okay? Then what you're going to do is take this and fold it up like so. And then the helmet piece right here, the head, is actually going to rotate all the way around like so. And he actually has a face that kind of reminds me a lot of Megatron from like the Beast Wars in a way. Very much so. It kind of had that little visor look, if I remember correctly. So very interesting design that they went for it. But there is that right there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the Ryu Kyu Tama and put that in the chest right there, like so, okay? And you have this little helmet piece. You're actually going to take the mouth and fold it all the way back, just like that, and it's going to click in right on the top of the helmet, like so. There's a little peg on the top, and it just clicks right in, and you'll see the back piece just kind of sits out just like that, okay? That is the transformed part of the Ryu Voyager. So then next, we're going to add in the other pieces, right? So we have the Kuma Voyager right here. So we're going to add that as the right arm. And then we have the transformed Sasori Voyager right here, which I've done a review of as well, combined right there. And here, folks, we have the completed Riu Teio right here. This is it in all its glory, as you can see. Very interesting design, very interesting. Looks pretty neat. So let's kind of take an up-close look at some parts of it. Definitely interesting helmet design. You know, the head kind of is not as visible because of the massive helmet right there, so it's kind of hidden a little bit, but still looks pretty neat. I almost feel like they could have done a little bit more here because it just feels a little bare right there, but it still looks pretty cool overall. I like these little spikes right there for the shoulders. Definitely pretty neat. And then down here for the legs, two very interesting legs. So you have one dragon head and then the tail right there. So it definitely looks very different on both sides, but still pretty interesting. And then obviously you have those two arms, as I mentioned, which are still very odd looking as well. But hey, you know, like at least this one's kind of got the little scorpion claws and stuff, so it looks pretty neat. But very interesting design, definitely very unique, but it looks pretty cool. I dig it. I think it's definitely got a cool look to it. Very dangerous looking with the whole dragon scheme and the scorpion and everything. So it definitely looks very menacing, but definitely pretty cool as well. One thing that I wish that it had is just like Kyuren-Oh. Kyuren-Oh was a deluxe mecha, so it lit up and everything, right? This doesn't. So I feel like this, if this could light up, that would be amazing. That would be so cool. Unfortunately, it doesn't light up. So that's, you know, that's one downside to this compared to the Kyuren-Oh. So just keep that in mind, you know, in terms of if you really wanted lights and sounds. This is not a deluxe item, so you're not going to be getting those lights and sounds. Or actually, rather, it is deluxe, but you're just not going to be getting those lights and sounds. But just to show you the cool part about it, though, is, of course, just like Kyuren-Oh, you can switch out the different Voyagers that you have attached. So I'm going to show you a couple of the combinations that the back of the box showed. So I'm going to take away the Sasori Voyager and this Kuma Voyager right here. So let's move those to the side. And I'm going to bring in some of the ones from Kyuren-Oh right here and attach these onto it. Just to show you what some of these combinations will look like, you know, so definitely very interesting looking. I feel like the chameleon just looks kind of odd, but definitely very interesting, for sure, for sure. So there's that combination right there. Okay. The box also shows a combination with the Hebitsukai and Tenbin Voyagers. I've already transformed them off to the side, so I have them both right here. So I'm just going to attach them on just so you can see them right here. Okay. So I feel like I've seen a combination like this. I think this is how it's supposed to be, right? But the box actually shows it like this. So I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to show what the box showed. Really, you can pick and choose however which way you want to do it, but I think this actually looks kind of cool because he's like chomping down like that, you know? So that's definitely pretty interesting. So I think this combination seems to lend itself a little bit more because this color scheme fits in here, and then this fits in with the shoulder pieces right there, and it's a lot bigger and bulkier, kind of like this Megazord, this Mecha really is. So it's very fitting. I think this combination actually is pretty cool if you have the Hebitsukai and Tenbin Voyagers, which I've done reviews of those as well, so definitely go check that out. But I like this combination. I think it definitely is a fun combination. So let's take those away. Of course, you have the Washi Voyager. You have other ones as well that you can use, but that's that. So I'm going to transform it back to the regular version of Riu Teio. Okay. And I'm going to bring in Kyuren-Oh just for a comparison. And then we're going to combine them. It's going to be fun. So here they are, side by side. The two mecha that we have right here. You can definitely see a bit of a size difference. But they both look pretty cool. You know, obviously they're both using the same sort of gimmick with the Kyu Tama and everything. So obviously, you know, you do have that. But they both have their unique aspects to them and definitely pretty fun. So I think with the Kyuren-Oh, you have lights and sounds, and you have 5 different Kyu Tama that can be swapped in and out. With the Riu Teio, you only have 3, no lights and sounds, but Riu Voyager alone is pretty massive and is also really cool. So that's kind of what it has going for it. But feature-wise, I think Kyuren-Oh has a little bit more, but this is also pretty cool. But if you have both, then you can have even more fun because you can combine these two together. So that's what we're going to do next. and it's gonna be cool. So here we go. Let's take all of the arms off of both of these, okay? Then we're gonna take off the helmet as well and move that to the side. All right, so we're left with these pieces remaining. Now what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna swap the arms. So I'm gonna take the Kuma Voyager and Sasori Voyager and put them on Kyuren-Oh right there, okay? And then I'm gonna take these guys right here, the Chameleon and the, I think this is the Kajiki Voyager, and connect that on right there, okay? So we're swapping the two. Then I'm going to take this little guy, lift these up like so, and I'm going to rotate the head all the way around so he's facing the back. Okay, so the head is facing the back. Next, I'm going to take these two pieces, fold them down, and now I'm going to combine them. So very easy transformation. We're almost done actually. So I'm going to bring Kyuren-Oh and kind of face the back here. And I have this piece right here, as you can see, standing like this. And if you look closely, there's some pegs right here, some pegs down here. They line up with holes right here and right here. So it lines up very well. So I just go and click, and then in the bottom here, click into place. Oops. You just have to make sure they kind of all line up. Hold on. It's really hard with the camera in front of my face. Let's line up the top part here, click into place, line up the bottom, click into place, and I think we're good. Yep, everything is clicked into place. All right, then lastly what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this piece right here, you're gonna fold it in like that. Okay, so it just kind of clicks, sort of, just like that. And this has two little pegs right here and two holes right in the front, and it's just gonna kind of stick right in there. Just like that. And now, my friends, we have the combination RyuTei KyurenOh right here in all its glory. Very easy transformation, just like all of the transformations this season with the Mecha. Very easy to do, and I love that. I think it looks really cool, very easy transformations, and yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. I think not everybody likes the big blocky looking things. I don't mind them. I think it actually looks kind of neat when you have all these things combined together. You know, it's a little unfortunate that the Washi Voyager and the Hebitsukai Voyager, Tenmin Voyager, those are left out. Maybe in the future they'll have a combination that has all of them. That would be amazing. But at least you have, how many Voyagers is this? What, you got 5, 6, 7, 8 Voyagers combined? That's pretty cool. I think that looks pretty neat. So here's the front, as you can see. Definitely a lot going on. So much happening right here. I guess this is like the head, and then you have sort of this back armor in a way. Very interesting looking. This is a nice little chest piece that they have there. Pretty cool. So many colors happening here too, which is great. The back is pretty plain looking, but still kind of neat to have. There's the other side right there, as you can see. Pretty neat. Now, of course, you can. These are still arms, and you still have free range to move these up and down. So you can certainly have them like this, however you want. You can further customize it and take one of these out and put the Tenmin Voyager instead, or, you know, you can still mix and match other combinations of this if you want, which is great. This is like the Sentai equivalent of Zord Builder in a way, in terms of you can mix and match however you want, which is really cool. So I like this a lot. I think this definitely looks really cool. And you'll see if I turn the lights on, you're not going to get the full experience because you have a lot of stuff kind of covering it up. But I think this looks pretty neat. Like if you can see from this camera angle, you can see. I'm trying to like. So anyways, I was trying to get a better, you know, sound to really have it light up. But you can see from the inside, it looks kind of cool when this lights up sort of in the middle of his mouth. That's pretty neat. So anyways, let's turn that off. Okay. But yeah, I mean, this thing is pretty cool. I like this combination. Not everybody may be a fan of the big blockiness, but I dig it. I think it's definitely pretty cool, and I like to have these huge Ultra Zord combinations in a way, if you will. So I know this has been a long video, but I wanted to show you all the different pieces to these toys as well. So this is the Ryu Voyager, as well as the Kuma Voyager, which is the combination of the Koguma Voyager and Ooguma Voyager. So that's this little guy and then the one in the back, plus all the other ones that I've done reviews of before, all combined to make RyuTei KyurenOh. Definitely really, really cool. Uchu Sentai Kyuranger has been really good so far. I still have to catch up on a whole lot, but I mean, this is so awesome, and I really want to catch up ASAP to see this stuff in action. So let me know in the comment section below what you thought. Hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Thank you so much for watching this review from Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. I am really loving all the Kyuranger stuff. As of now, I've caught up again with all the Kyuranger reviews that I have so far. I know there's more cool stuff they've announced, more things coming in the future. If you want me to do more Kyuranger reviews, couple things that you gotta do. Let me know in the comment section below. Please give this video a thumbs up, share the video. Let other people know that I'm doing Sentai reviews this season, because I'm loving it so far. I am really excited about the Kyuranger stuff, and I would love to continue doing more, but you gotta let me know if you wanna see more of these reviews. So please share the videos, subscribe if you haven't already. I have lots of other Power Rangers reviews coming as well, but I'd love to continue doing Kyuranger reviews. So if you want to see more, definitely let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. I will see you later.